energy problem. Let's have a fair and balanced debate right now. Joining us from our D.C. bureau is Missouri Congressman and House Minority Whip Roy Blunt. And from Capitol Hill, we've got Oregon Representative Peter DeFazio. He's also a member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Congressman DeFazio, when Nancy Pelosi and your party took control 2 years ago, she said, we are going to do something about the high cost of gas and oil in this country. Back then, gas was $2.50 a gallon. We're north of $1 higher than that now. What's your party done?
Well, remember when President Bush took office, it was about $1.49 a gallon. We need short-term relief from price gouging. We tried to do a speculation bill yesterday, didn't pass.
Who's price gouging?
We need to develop.
Who's price gouging?
Big oil companies. I mean, look at BP's profits are up phenomenally, as are ExxonMobil. They're using their money to buy back their stock instead of develop new resources. We need to push those companies to get out there and find more resources. But we need a new energy strategy. Remember, the Republicans controlled everything 6 years. We're living under the Bush-Cheney energy strategy. The Republicans passed it in the last Congress. It's not working too well. We need a new strategy for energy in this country. Our transitional fuels should probably be natural gas as we move toward a renewable future.
All right, Congressman Blunt, what do you say to that?
Well, I think, first of all, we just like to send the same bills over to the House, to the Senate right now that we sent for the 6 years that we controlled the White House and the Senate and the House. But in the Senate, you can block unpopular things. And the things the country now knows we need to do are exactly the kinds of things that we sent to the Senate repeatedly. Deep water drilling, coastal drilling,
right.
More nuclear activities, more alternatives, go after the oil shale in the West. We need to go where the sources of energy are and get that energy. Some of it would arrive quickly, some of it would take a while to get there, but it would immediately have an impact on world price if one of the energy-rich nations in the country would say, we're going to look at our natural resources as an economic asset, not as an environmental hazard.
Congressman DeFazio, within the next number of months, we understand that the country of China is going to be drilling off the Florida coast. I think it's something like 50, 60 miles like that. Why will it be okay for China to take oil in our neck of the woods and not for us to go get it? Because the Democrats are not for, pretty much as a party, offshore drilling off the outer continental shelf.
Oh, we're for drilling. We want to develop the millions of acres that are already under lease. We want them to go into the former Naval Petroleum Reserve, which is 10 billion.
Offshore drilling.
Offshore. There are millions of acres out there that have not yet been developed. The oil industry says they don't have the rigs. Why did ExxonMobil spend 3/4 of its profits buying back its stock and profiting its stockholders and execs instead of buying new oil rigs to go out and develop some of those leases they're sitting on?
Congressman Blunt?
Well, Steve, I want to drill, and some Democrats are with us. More Democrats are, frankly, with us every day. We're getting very close to a majority that can force these bills to the House floor. We want to drill where the oil and gas is. We're the only country in the world that has offshore drilling potential that doesn't maximize it. We don't drill off either the Atlantic or the Pacific shore, and we're not talking about an oil rig you or I would ever see. We're talking about 50, 100, 175 miles from shore. We know there's supply there. There's a ban that the only thing we have to do is lift that ban to make those resources available. That'll have immediate impact on price.
Well, look, you guys, the American public is angry, and a recent poll shows that 2/3 of the country is for offshore drilling. We hope you guys do something before you go on vacation. Congressman DeFazio.